it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Pressure coming. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The quarterback will keep it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Takes a hit as he fires. He's open on the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Fires downfield. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass, it's Denson. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's... A little bit about Clemson. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Power football with the run. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Look out, he's got room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Singleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's a 1st down on the offense.
Clemson set up with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Pettis. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll run it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him, but shoot, let's go to him a third time.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it go. Finds space on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the time. And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clemson jumps to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they
breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. To the air, it's Underwood. Buys a little time. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 13 with the grab and the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 18 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to get the edge on the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
But when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, going to the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Singleton. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to scramble. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Daniels. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking.
Snags it inside the 20, and he's swept through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move, it's Scott. He's past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score. Clemson 28, Georgia Tech 14.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the tailback. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rush is on him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Using his feet to buy time. Running to Green. There he goes! He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20, the 10, touchdown Tigers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Going for it all. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy
throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target over the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets using number 10.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got his man. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down. And we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the handoff.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, looking to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another.
And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Fires left. It's complete.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, cut a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
The give to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They'll run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and stuck.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Denson. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Quarterback making checks. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Wants to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Behind his tight end. It's a fumble. Breaks into the open.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Snagged out of the air. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dances away to buy time. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. And the Yellow Jackets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, given you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in the...
Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did.